Hey everyone, hope you're all doing really well. Look, I thought I'd just quickly jump on again and do a little really simple makeup tutorial for you. It might be stuff you already know, but I thought, just give it a go. If you've not done makeup before, or if you're a guy and you're looking for like a really natural finish, that's what this is about. This makeup tutorial is about skin. It's all about kind of making your skin look a bit fresher, hiding any sort of like little blemishes, but more about just kind of enhancing your own lovely skin. I just need to let you know as well, before this, I completely prepped my skin. So I cleansed, toned, moisturized, exfoliated. And if you want to jump over to my Instagram, which I'll pop the details along here somewhere, go onto my Instagram, look at where I store my videos on IGTV, and then you can watch a skincare tutorial that I did a couple of days ago. Right, so the first thing I like to do is I like to just tame my brows, because as soon as I do that, I feel already put together. So what I'm going to do is use a little spoolie. You can get these anywhere. Loads of like drugstores like Boots and places like that do them. And I'm just going to give my eyebrows a little taming. And I'm using Owlnet hairspray to do that with, just a little tiny mini one, because then I can just keep that in my bag. I'm just going to brush all the eyebrows up. Every hair, just brush it right up out the way. And if you've got quite unruly eyebrows like mine, popping a tiny bit of hairspray on them is just going to kind of keep them in check for the whole day. And then once I've brushed them all up like that, I'm just going to go in and literally, from where the arch starts, I'm just going to comb them straight on both sides. So nice little tidy up of the brow. Then we're going to get straight in and do the makeup. So I'm going to use today Madara foundation. You can see that there. It's called Skin Equal, shade 40. And you can get this on Naturissimo, or you can go to the Madara website, and it's an organic skincare brand which also do makeup, and it just goes on your skin so lovely. And all I've done, as you can see there, just put a tiny little blib on my hand. Might use a bit more, might use a bit less. I'm just going to spread that out. So the next thing I'm going to use is a stippling brush. It's a really soft bristled brush which is very dense at the base but then very light towards the ends. And this one is by a company called Zova, and it's brush number 125. And I just love this brush. I use it for a lot of different things. You can use it with powder as well, but I love using it for liquid products. And all I'm going to do is load that brush up with about half of that makeup that was on my hand, and just gently tap that into the areas that I feel I need it most. Well, like when people do these beauty tutorials, they've got a ring light in front of them, and it can make your skin look really nice even if it doesn't. So I'm just going to turn that down a bit just for now. And then you can kind of see some of the imperfections in my skin. So I've got a little bit of a dark circle around my eyes because I didn't sleep very well last night. But I've also got like a bit of redness to my skin as well. I need to turn it up so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, and then I'll show you afterwards as well without the exposure of that light. Again, all these tutorials that I'm doing, I just want them to be honest, really simple and achievable things for you guys to do. So if you try it out, please let me know, and I appreciate all the comments. Thank you very much. So back in, boom, boom, boom. And I'm just kind of concentrating, like I said, on the areas that I feel I need it the most. If you look already, that's given me a really lovely natural coverage. Now the next step I want to do is add a little bit of contour into my face. So you can use a slightly darker foundation for that if you want to, but I'm going to be using this. It's called Studio Fix Perfecting Stick, and it's in shade NW45, so it's quite a dark shade. But what I like about this is it contours my skin, but also makes me look like I've just got a little bit of a tan as well. So it's really simple, easy to use. It's like a crayon. And we're going to do simple, effortless contouring here, okay? Now, if you watch these beauty bloggers and makeup artists, they're absolutely amazing. I watch them, I'm mesmerised when I watch them because they're true artists. And if you've got time to sculpt shapes on your face for 16 hours a day, then carry on. But I don't, so I'm going to do a really simple version. So here's all I'm going to do, ready? 2 little lines on the top of my forehead, like that. 2 little lines next to it and 2 little lines next to it. Then I'm going to put one either side of the higher part of my brow bone, because this is where the sunlight would hit my face if it was sunny and I was trying to get a tan. Next thing I'm going to do is pop a little bit on the sockets on each side, like that, right onto that brow bone, because that just helps to give the eye a stronger finish, kind of defines the eye a little bit more. And if you've got a little bit of hooded eyes, then that helps to kind of sink it back in again. Then for me, just like to slim the end of my nose down a little bit, just pop a little bit on the end of my nose like that, and then 1 or 2 lines across the bridge of the nose. And then last but not least, 2 little bits on the cheek like that. Now it's up to you. If you want more bronze in, then you can go on a little bit more. But if I was you, I'd start with that much. I'm going to go back in with my stippling brush. Again, if you haven't got a stippling brush and you want to try this out straight away, just get in there and use your hands. It's absolutely fine. You know, you can put your foundation on with your hands as well, your fingers. I just like using this stippling brush. Now, usually that would be me done out the door. I'll be fine with that. Just a nice kind of finish to my skin, nice and even. I'll turn that brightness down again. But to me, that's perfect. But I'm just going to do a few little finishing touches, just for those of you who are interested in kind of doing a few little more finishing touches. This is probably more if I was going out. But one thing I do definitely like to do is pick a little tiny bit of that redness back out. So what I'm going to do is take this lipstick by NARS. The shade is called American Woman. And I'm going to pop one tiny little dot of that on the back of my hand, like so. I mean, if ever you want to, I don't wear lipstick, but if ever you use these NARS lipstick, they're amazing. I've used them on photo shoots before, and they stay on your lips all day long. And that's why I'm using this, because I'm going to use it almost like a blusher, but also to pick a little bit of pinkness back out in my skin. And then I'm going to add literally half a dot of that Skin Equal foundation again, like that. And I'm going to blend those 2 colours together. Right, now, eyes. If you want to make your eyes look a little bit bigger and kind of give them a little bit more definition, again, there's nothing tricky that I'm going to do here. It's not going to be super detailed or super lined. I'm just going to go in with, this is literally one of my favourite palettes. It's by MAC and it's called Semi Sweet Times 9. liquid eyeliner. Now they're scary, so I understand if some of you are going, oh no, I'm not touching the liquid eyeliner, because once you make a mistake with this, it's quite tricky because you can mess all your makeup up. But this one's by Benefit and it's called a roller liner. There. And it's like a felt tip pen. And a little secret, I have actually used a felt tip pen before and it worked marvellous. Just gives a tiny bit of definition, really simple, really good for people who want undetectable makeup. Right, last but not least, just going to fill those brows in a little bit more. So if you've got quite weak brows and you kind of have to put quite a lot of makeup in to make them look a little fuller, I would suggest go back in with your Semi-Sweet palette, and I'm going to go in with quite a light colour at first. It's going to feel like, you know, so different because my eyebrows are quite dark. I'm actually going to go in with that colour there, because everyone naturally eyebrows will actually start a little bit lighter nearer the nose, and then as it spans out towards the hairline they tend to get darker. That's naturally what happens. So I'm going to start with a lighter colour, and look, even though that's a lighter colour, it has given more definition to my brow. Now I'm not gonna kind of like complain about eyebrows, but when I see some of these girls walking around that look like they've got two slugs on their eyebrows, it's because they're using a shade that is the same colour as their eyebrow. And although that seems like common sense to do that, you're probably better off starting out, if you've got a palette that's got lots of different colours, you're better off starting out with a slightly lighter colour, because you can always go a little bit darker. And I'm just going to go in, I'm not even exaggerating the length of my brow, I'm just going in and giving a tiny bit more definition in those parts there. Don't look for perfection, it's impossible. Eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. Now I'm going to go in, and that lighter colour I just used, I'm going to pick up a bit of that and then a tiny bit of that darker grey, and I'm not really going to go much darker than that because that's more than enough for me. I'm always dabbing that excess powder off on my hand so it doesn't go all clumpy. And I'm just going to add a little bit of definition to the lower part of my brow. There we go. And that's it. Simple, simple, effortless makeup. If I wasn't talking to you guys doing this, I'd be able to do this in literally 5-10 minutes maximum. And that just makes your skin just look really natural, really healthy, give it a really healthy glow. And yeah, really, really simple. Hope you like that video. Have a go and let me know. Leave some comments downstairs, please. And I'm going to pop links to all of those products that I've used. And if you've got any problems or any questions, please feel free to ask me. Take care. Bye.